Money used to be heavy. You could hold it, drop it, bury it in the ground, and come back years later. Now, it's a number on a screen. Swipe a card, tap a phone, digits move. No weight, no sound, no limit you can see. So how did the most important thing in our lives turn into something we can't even touch? And more importantly, what did we lose along the way? For most of human history, money was brutally honest. Gold, silver, copper. You couldn't just decide to make more. You had to dig it out of the ground. That friction mattered. If a king wanted to fund a war, he needed real resources: soldiers, metal, time. When rulers cheated, and they did, they shaved coins, mixed metals, reduced purity. People noticed. Prices rose, trust collapsed, empires fell. History lesson number 1: when money loses integrity, society follows. Carrying gold everywhere was risky, so banks offered a solution. Leave your gold with us, we'll give you paper receipts. Those papers weren't money, they were promises. And at first it worked. As long as every receipt could be exchanged for real gold, trust stayed intact. But temptation arrived quickly. Banks realized something dangerous. Most people never came back to claim their gold. So they printed more receipts than gold they actually had. Not because they were evil, because they could. Sound familiar? By the 20th century, governments stepped in. They promised paper money would always be tied to gold. Then reality got expensive. Wars, recessions, political pressure. Gold was a leash, and leashes get cut. One decision, one announcement. Money was no longer backed by anything physical. From that moment on, money became a belief system. Its value depended on trust in governments, and trust can be printed. Once money was freed from gold, everything changed. Governments no longer needed to ask, "Can we afford this?" They asked, "Can we justify this?" Debt exploded. Printing became a tool, not for emergencies, but for convenience. Problems weren't solved, they were postponed. And postponed problems don't disappear, they compound. Then computers arrived. Money lost its physical form entirely. Banks stopped moving cash. They updated databases. You get paid, a number changes. You buy something, a number changes. No vault opens, no truck moves, just math. The system now runs on electricity, software, and faith that tomorrow looks like today. And when the system shakes, more numbers appear, quietly. Printing money feels harmless. No alarms, no sirens, no breaking news banner that says your savings just lost value. Instead, prices creep up. Rent rises. Food costs more. Wages lag behind. You don't feel robbed. You feel confused. You work harder but fall further behind. That's not an accident. New money enters the system through banks, corporations, and governments first. By the time it reaches you, prices have already adjusted. It's a tax you never voted for. So, what is money today? It's not gold. It's not paper. It's confidence. Confidence that systems keep working, governments stay stable, numbers keep meaning something. Money is no longer a store of value. It's a moving target. And that changes how people behave. Save less, spend faster, chase assets. Because holding cash feels like losing. When money loses meaning, people lose trust. In institutions, in work, in the future. You start hearing things like, why bother saving? Why work harder? The game is rigged. Sometimes they're wrong. Sometimes they're not. Money shapes behavior. Broken money creates broken incentives. Money didn't lose its meaning overnight. It faded from gold to paper to numbers. Each step made life easier and riskier. The system works until people stop believing in it. And throughout history, every system that relied purely on trust eventually faced a test. The question isn't whether money will change again. It always does. The question is, what comes after numbers?